So this is going to be a reading for my Virgos. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to go ahead and get straight into the reading. Now, if you're new, welcome. Make sure that you subscribe so that you never miss a beat. Also, make sure that you guys hit the notification bell so that you could also get notified whenever we post. And if you want a personal session at any point, just check out the description box. That information is always listed there. So this is going to be a what you're not expecting to happen forecast for the first half. What's the energy surrounding my Virgos? Okay. So first card that we have magic. Okay. Interesting. So some of my Virgos out there. Now, I'm only really speaking to the people who are aware of certain individuals in your life who may be into magic, may dibble and dabble in that. Some of you may be needing to do like a protection spell, especially if you know that you have someone around you who may have like a slight vendetta and may be into magic. But you may have someone who's trying to put magic on you. This may be someone who's either trying to do magic to mess with you or magic to bring you back into their life. Also, for some of you, like a spell that you may have recently done, like a money spell or something like that, you guys may be needing to be patient in terms of like the money flowing to you. Okay, so if you recently did do any type of magic, I wouldn't like try to go over the spell that you may have done if you feel like it's not necessarily working. Really let the results play out. Okay. Some of you also may be finding yourself more interested in magic and wanting to experiment with that. Definitely make sure you know what you're doing. Don't just get into anything without really knowing exactly the extent of what you're trying to do here. Okay. We also have divination. So some of you are really starting to get into, like I said, magic, divination. An example of divination would be like tarot. What else? Runes, Ouija boards, stuff like that. Some of you guys may be considering whether or not your calling is to be a tarot reader or to be a light worker just in general to help people, especially if this is something that you're really drawn to as of recently since you've been on your spiritual journey. Some of you may be planning on getting a reading sometime soon. This reading may be very enlightening for you in terms of things that you may have not even noticed, that you may have subconsciously been doing, or you may have not noticed certain things in terms of your actions and where you could have used better judgment or took different action on certain different things. We also have luxury. So some of you may be looking at your spending habits. Some of you may be stress spenders. And when I say that, this is like whenever times or the energy's high, you may go into this stress spending binge, not because you want the stuff, but because you feel like at the moment it will make you feel better. And at the moment it very well may. It may make you feel really good when buying certain items, but that feeling doesn't stay forever. That initial buying feeling wears off like within 20 minutes usually. It really doesn't take long. Or after you wore the outfit or used the item, then the feeling of gratification that you would have got when you initially bought it doesn't necessarily stay. Okay. We have purity. So there's going to be this energy of cleansing that's taking place over your life. This is like your spirit guides settling the scores, because to me this looks like scales, the way that this is like laid out. So Anybody who you may have in your life for more of a karmic reason, I think that the lesson associated with the dealings of these the dealings with these people, excuse me, it's either you will start to realize what the karmic lesson may be, or like the karmic lessons are coming to a close in a sense. So this could be like you having someone in your life where for some reason you guys just don't get along, the relationship itself isn't really getting off the ground, if this is like a romantic partner. And this is like spirit cleansing your aura by getting this person away from you, okay? Especially if they have no intentions of really committing, the karmic lesson may have been to not accept less than what you're looking for, especially if you were looking for more of a committed relationship and you're tired of dealing with friends with benefit situations, okay? And also to clarify that I do have healing. So during this time frame is going to really be about encouraging you, like your spirit guides are going to be encouraging you to walk more of a path towards healing, whether this is like you personally getting some healing or you helping others through you going through the healing process. So this could be, again, some of you guys being called to be a tarot reader or to be a light worker in some sort of fashion. Some of you also who may have recently went through any sort of like surgery or major procedures having to do with health, or even just recovering from any sort of sickness or, like I said, any health issues. You guys are going to have to take like the first half of April to really focus on healing those ailments, okay? And some of you may be also wanting to adopt more of a natural way of healing these ailments with like different herbs. You may be getting into doing research on how you can do like a perfect herb blend for whatever ailment that you may have currently. After realizing that maybe, traditional traditional medicines may not be working for you. We also have intellect. So some of you may be debating on whether or not you should go back to school, especially if you've been debating on whether or not going to school will actually bring you to the more stable career that you're looking for. So this could be you finally taking an interest to like working more of a super stable job where, maybe you're a nurse or maybe you're a psychiatrist, something to where it's going to solidify you and keep you in a stable career, especially if you're tired of like the bouncing around. So you may be wanting to like expand your education or possibly going to a trade school. All right, I'm going to stop right here. I was going to keep going, but I'm going to stop right here. Thank you so much for watching this. Like I said, this is just more of an overview on certain things that may come up. Some messages were specifically for you and some of them were for someone else. So take what does apply, let the rest fly. If you did take something from this reading though, overall, like the video, subscribe, check out the description if you want a personal, and I will see you in the next one.